Hello, this is my third video recording. I apologize for being late. I was sick last week. Chapter 4 got into theories of communication, one of them being classical persuasion. So the information can be spread through various sources like newspapers, television, radio, face-to-face interaction. It got into an interesting point about face-to-face interaction, similar to Whisper Down the Lane, and how the first source can have accurate information, but the 10th person, after telling people word mouth to mouth, could be completely inaccurate. So in most cases, the source from classical persuasion comes from an authority to describe the environmental hazard, and the intended effects is to change the receiver's behavior. And critiques of this theory say that it's a feedback loop. So if you look at the graph, it's a circle, but only one line comes away from the source. They say that multiple lines should be coming out from that source. And then the protective action model, PADAM, attempts to characterize the way people typically make decisions about adopting actions to protect themselves against these environmental hazards. And it doesn't always have to be this way. If a powerful source makes a statement, it can bypass all of the other steps. And in the pre-decisional process, information will not lead to the initiation of appropriate protective actions unless the people are exposed to and accurately interpret the environmental cues. So you can say something, but if the people don't understand it and don't clearly know what you're saying, then they will not take the actions. So similarly, information from the social environment will not lead to the initiation of appropriate protective actions unless people receive and comprehend the socially transmitted information. So the reading on mental health reactions after disaster. Humanize the readings. Disasters can trigger emotional and physical repercussions for those involved, like nightmares, flashbacks, and panic attacks. It's important to understand that these are people we're talking about, not just numbers on a graph. And that led me into my muddy point for the week. So how are these people treated after the fact? Are they treated differently from normal people with these same issues? Because the reading was very short and didn't get into a lot of these issues. And then the TED Talk on how to step up in the face of disaster. They outline 3 problems that happen after disasters: the lack of tools, timing, and data. So the lack of tools, organizations donate lots of resources, usually is a very specific thing like water or clothes, and then they leave without giving any skills or tools for the locals to utilize them. Timing, so there's a very short timing, a window of timing that people have interest in a certain disaster, specifically Google searches, so they have to utilize that timing, and the need for data to track the progress and volunteers. So my question for the class is, how can we articulate messages so that a wide range of people can understand in the face of a disaster? Thank you.